Britain's new government has given a reprieve to Gary McKinnon, the Scottish computer hacker facing extradition to the United States. McKinnon is accused of breaking into the Pentagon and NASA networks in 2001 and 2002, causing the damage to an extent of $1 million in order to repair it. The 44-year-old hacker has been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, a type of autism disorder, that is. Now, the UK Home Secretary, Theresa May, has halted the extradition process, which was started by the previous government, and ordered a review of the extradition law. OK, let's learn a bit more about this now. We're joined by Melanie Riley, the spokesperson for the Free Gary campaign. Hello to you. So, Gary McKinnon's plight has triggered a review of the UK-US extradition law, which was widely seen as one-sided. Does this mean that London is taking a more stern stance in its relations with Washington and showing that it will not appease to America's every request anymore?
Well, I think it's a very positive step by this government, and I think it's a sign of perhaps a rebalancing of the US-UK relationship. I think previously British citizens felt that their interests were being reduced in favour of a very close US-UK relationship, and perhaps this case has shown that sometimes the British government needs to stand firmer in terms of respecting the rights of British citizens.
Now, Gary McKinnon's extradition has been halted for a medical re-examination. Could you tell us a bit more about his condition and what prompted him to perpetrate such a large-scale hack?
Look, Gary is a computer obsessive, if you like, a computer nerd. He hasn't got any malice in him, but what his Asperger's syndrome does do is encourage this obsessional behaviour. So he was simply looking for UFOs. He was convinced, and had convinced himself over time, that the Americans had evidence of UFOs that they were trying to cover up. And so with his computer skills, he was able to try going looking for it and searching for it. But of course he now recognises that what he did, which was, and what he freely admits to, is looking in, getting unauthorised access into US computer systems. And he now recognises, of course, that that was wrong. But what he doesn't accept is the level of damage that the US authorities claim that he has caused.
OK, so we understand that Gary does have a medical condition, but he is still accused of what America is calling a serious crime. If he's not extradited, will he face criminal action back in the UK?
Well, that's for the Crown Prosecution Service in the UK to decide, and we know the people who support Gary have absolutely no problem in his case being properly investigated and all the evidence being put before a British court. What we do have a problem with is sending him thousands of miles away from all of his support network, his friends, his family, etc., to face the same trial, because ultimately he would not cope with that, and all the medical experts have shown that he is on the brink of suicide, and we just think that's utterly disproportionate when we have a perfectly good judicial system over here in the UK that could look at the alleged crimes that he's supposed to have committed and could decide whether or not he should be prosecuted and then sentence him appropriate if he's found guilty.
OK, from the Free Gary campaign, Melanie Riley, live from London, thank you very much.